Welcome to Charli Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charli Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendi McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendi McNeil here with Charli Jane Speakers, coming to you today with another podcast. Today I'm going to talk about 4 ways you can market yourself as a speaker. Because as we all know, we are first marketers and speakers second. It is very important to market yourself on a regular basis so you can position yourself as the expert. But before I go on to today's podcast, I do want to welcome you over to our free Facebook group. It is called Grow Your Speaking Biz. Grow Your Speaking Biz. The best way to get there is just punch in your URL. It's speakingbiz, B-I-Z, community.com. Speakingbizcommunity.com. That will get you to our Facebook group as well. It's an amazing group. You will not be disappointed. Also, one more mention before we do start this podcast is we are having an awesome challenge. It is a 5-day challenge to creating a sexy selling speaker proposal. It's going to be awesome. That is coming up September 21st through the 25th. September 21st through the 25th, 5 days of awesomeness. So hop on over to charlijane.com, CharliJane.com, and you will find the form there to sign up for the challenge if you need a speaker one sheet. And we're going to show you how to create a one sheet very easily, very doable steps. You can do it yourself. And so hop on over there and sign up for that challenge today. Now, moving on to today's podcast. 4 ways to market yourself as a speaker. Make it obvious that you are the expert on your topics, okay? So, identify 2 to 3 speaking topics focused on ways that you can help a specific audience. I want you to be clear that your talk or presentation is going to help your audience solve their issues and help them reap those rewards, from taking action. Remember, clarity counts. Clarity counts. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure your message is clear and to the point. Readers are so sophisticated enough now that, they can see through the salesy copy, and that, it's a big turnoff. So let your know-how shine through and state what you can do for them with confidence. Create sexy selling speaker marketing materials that help market and sell you. Okay, just as I mentioned, I was talking about the speaker one sheet challenge that we have coming up. You are going to need a speaker one sheet. Okay, you've probably heard it maybe from different people that nowadays you really don't need a speaker one sheet. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I have been working with meeting planners for almost 2 decades, and still today, as I record this in 2020, you still need to have a one sheet. At least have one on your website. In PDF form that they can download. It's very important. It is one of your number one marketing pieces that you need to have. That's right alongside with your video reel. Okay. So yes, you need a speaker one sheet. Make sure that your materials are always branded and consistent. Okay. Consistency builds trust. Consistency builds integrity. It's very important to be consistent and keep your brand the same across the board on everything. All right. And on the one sheets, you want to avoid that really dark colors. I want you to be aware what it might take a planner to print it from their desk, okay? So if it's like all black and the whole page is like blue, I want you to keep that in mind that they do have to sometimes print these and bring them up before a board that has the power to hire you. So keep that in mind. I want you to use clever. I want you to be creative, not too cutesy, okay? Social media graphics. Use social media graphics to emphasize your message and engage and empower your audience. Pull together an excellent video demo reel. And remember, only 2 to 3 minutes, but high quality. High quality. Very important. Both in video and sound. Nothing is more of a turnoff to a planner, that person that has the power to hire you, than a great, awesome looking speaker demo with a terrible sound, right? Even worse is a grainy video of you from, 10 years ago in a half-empty ballroom. No, don't use those. If you don't have one yet, it's okay. You will get one, but don't use bad sound, okay? Or grainy, bad quality in the video. So common sense rules here, folks. Just great sound, great visuals are going to help you get great gigs. Number 3, you are going to build your speaking platform strong. I teach on this. I've been teaching on this for almost 2 decades. This is very important because you want to have a strong platform so that when the meeting planner ends up on your website, on your social media pages, that they have no doubt in their mind whatsoever. No doubt in their mind. About not hiring you. Like, they land on your page, your platform is so strong, and they're like, yes, that is the speaker we need for our upcoming event. Why? Because you've built such a strong platform and you've positioned yourself so well in a very tight niche that there's no doubt in their mind. That's just an easy hire for them, an easy decision, hiring decision, okay? So it's very important to build your speaking platform. And you do have to start from somewhere. So if you don't have a strong platform yet, it's okay. It's okay. All right? You have to start somewhere. But start to build your platform, and that includes marketing, okay? We need you to position yourself as the expert in your field. All right? And your platform, like I said, it should be ever growing. Okay? We don't just wake up one day and we're like, oh, my platform's strong. It doesn't happen that way. It happens over weeks, over months, over years. All right? The stronger your platform and the tighter you've niched, the more likely you are to achieve a booked speaking schedule. A booked speaking schedule. Do not be a generalist, okay? Do not be a generalist speaker. Be sure that you really know your audience so that you can truly resonate with them. This is huge. And make meaningful connections, all right? Because when you help people and you help people get results, you are going to see your business grow, all right? Repurpose your content across all your social channels, to get the most online mileage, and be consistent again with this. I say this all the time. Consistency builds integrity and trust. Consistency builds integrity and trust. Consistency builds integrity and trust. This I know from working 2 decades on my business. This is the number one thing, one of the top number one things that has really helped Charli Jane Speakers grow its business and brand. So, consistency builds integrity and trust. 2 keys to sustainability in your speaking business. Okay? Here are a couple ways before I go on to the 4th marketing idea. Is these are going to fall under building your platform, and these are just a couple. There is a lot of ways to build your speaking platform. Number 1, I want you to write blogs. Okay? So, if somebody comes to your website and they're looking for a speaker and you don't have a blog, they're probably going to leave because they want to go and see what you say, what you're talking about. All right? You need to have a blog. And if you haven't started one, it's okay. Just start today. That's all it takes. It doesn't have to be a huge, long blog. Do a top 3 tips, top 5 ways, right? You have a lot of knowledge to share. Just start writing, just sit down and start writing some ideas for your blogs, and then schedule them out and sit down and have a batch day during the month and schedule them out for months in advance. All right, that's what I do, and it's wonderful. I love my batch days. Okay, so writing blogs is going to establish your credibility. It's going to establish your credibility, and a blog is one of the quickest ways to start doing this. All right, it's going to help start to position yourself. So just start, just start. So many people I know, they see well-established blogs and they get intimidated and then they become overwhelmed. And we all know what happens when we become overwhelmed, right? We quit or we don't move forward. So don't let this happen to you. Plan to post, maybe once or twice a month at first to relieve yourself from some of that overwhelm, all right? Blogs grow over time, lots of time. Remember, this is a journey. Guys, gals, this is a journey. This is not an overnight adventure. So just get your first post posted, and then you can just grow from there. All right. And guest blogging is also a great visibility and credibility builder. It's also going to help position you. Do this consistently, and you're going to watch your schedule grow as well as your mailing list. Guest blogging. Start looking for places that you can post an article. Find other bloggers that are very similar to what you do in your industry, and ask them if you can share a post on their website. Okay, guest blogging. There's a lot to go with this. I don't want to get into it today because it's not what the podcast is about, but do look into guest blogging. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can email me at info@charlijane.com, CharliJane.com, and I'm happy to help you with that. The next one under building your podcast or your platform is also be a podcast guest. Okay, be a podcast, just like I'm doing right now. I'm doing a podcast. Some people will do podcasts, just solo, like I'm doing right now. But a lot of podcast owners are doing guest interviews. Okay, they bring people on, they interview them so that they can help their audience. So, be a podcast guest. Again, if you need help with this, reach out to me. I want you to get in front of other audiences. This is what you're doing here. That are similar to yours, so you can get the word out through others' established channels. And like I said, podcasters are always looking for people to talk with, all right, and share about. I mean, after all, they're content creators too, right? Yes, you're going to be doing them a favor, so don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just get out and ask. All right, just get out and ask. If you get a no, it's okay, because we're all going to get a lot of no's in our life. But that right one or two yeses is going to come along, and it can open a lot of doors of opportunity for you. So just ask for a spot, with a short email pitch, or comment on one of the episodes that you like, and build from there. All right, find them on social media. Go follow their stuff and comment, genuine comments, get in front of them, and then ask them, if you could be a guest on their podcast. Another way underneath the platform building, be social. Be social, folks, okay? I want you to engage heavily on social media. I don't want you to set it aside as, it's just another one of those things No. You are a marketer, and part of marketing is engaging on social media. You need to be on social media. Okay, I want you to be wherever you feel your audience is hanging out. Okay? It doesn't have to be only Facebook, or maybe it's just LinkedIn. Maybe it's Facebook and Twitter, or maybe it's just Instagram. Wherever you feel they're hanging out, that's where I want you to be. Okay? Again, I want you to leave genuine comments. I want you to share their stuff. I want you to like their posts. Believe me, they notice. Okay? They notice their quote-unquote regulars. So, again, being consistent and engaging is the only way you will get engagement back. Being consistent and engaging is the only way you're going to get engagement back. So start communicating and being helpful, because this is really going to start to create relationships, right? Relationships are another key to building a successful speaking business. Another way to help build your speaking platform is to share your expertise on video platforms, all right? And then I want you to add the links to your website and to social. All right. Think in terms of a unified message across all of your outlets. Another way is I want you to start collecting testimonials. All right. If you have done a few speaking events, even if they're virtual, doesn't matter. I want you to collect those testimonials, and I don't want you to be scared to ask for them, because if you did your job and you did a good job, they're not going to hesitate to give you a testimonial. Okay. When you give somebody what they want, their desired results, they're going to be happy to give you a testimonial. Sometimes I think it's us not wanting to ask because we're afraid, maybe they're going to say no. They're not going to say no. Testimonials are a huge marketing tool. You need to start asking for those, okay? Now I want you to start your impressive client list. Yes, this is just as important. And I want you to showcase these on your planner page that you should have on your website specifically for the hiring party. Planners want to make sure that you've got at least a little bit of experience, and seeing which companies and clients have trusted you in the past makes it easier for them to do the same. All right? Now this last one, a good way to market yourself is to be brave enough to speak for free. I know. Y'all are like, did she say speak for free? I did. I said speak for free. Okay. Hear me out before you shut me off. Okay. This really, it leads me to one of the most controversial tips I share with speakers. And that is this, that you've got to be willing to speak for free, especially if you are a beginner. All right. Everyone starts somewhere. Okay. Even for me, way back in the day, and 18 years ago when I started to actually design speaker one sheets, sometimes I would do them for free just to build my portfolio. I used to give a lot of coaching away back then for free to build my client list, to get testimonials, to get results. Because when you get results, you're going to grow your business, right? Everyone starts somewhere. And if you play it right, one terrific presentation can be the jumping off place for so much of what you need to gather on the list that I just mentioned, right? So go to each and every gig with the mindset that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. And today, with being able to do it virtually, that's amazing because you're still going to get testimonials. You're still going to build your client list, right? You're not traveling halfway across the state to do a free speaking gig. Right? I just want you to go to each and every gig, whether it's virtual or live, with the mindset that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, because you are about to receive what you need to get you to the next level. Let me say that again. Because you are about to receive what you need to get you to the next level. Everything builds on each other, right? It's steps. And here's the thing. You get to the highest levels by being a giver, right? Not a taker. And I know many speakers with huge hearts who command high fees, and they still show up for free once in a while because they want to help people. They want to help people. There's people out there that desperately need to hear their message to help change lives. So if anything, just pay it forward. Inspire others, right? Aren't you in the industry to do just that? Yes, I thought so. So that is just a few tips. I mean, everybody knows, there's a huge pile of ways to market yourself, but these are some that I go over a lot with my coaching clients and in my groups. And building your platform and positioning yourself is huge, and that is one we talk about a lot. And I just remember, you do not need all the things. You don't need all the things to start. If I would have waited for all the things that I needed to start my business, I wouldn't be here today. I just kept moving forward, one foot in front of the other. One challenge, I figured it out. I jumped it. I kept going, right? I didn't let anything stop me or block me. And that is the mentality that you need in order to succeed in your speaking business. So I know you can do this. Get out there and do it and start helping people that need to hear your message. I'm telling you, people need you. If you could just change one person's life for the better, my friend, that equals success. That equals success. So get out there and do your thing and don't be scared, okay? So that's all I have to say today about marketing yourself as a speaker. Again, guys and gals, if you want to join our free Facebook group, our speaking family, Grow Your Speaking Biz, you can find us at speakingbizcommunity.com, or you can search us also in the Facebook groups under Grow Your Speaking Business. So thank you for listening into today. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget about our challenge. You got to come to, if you need a one sheet or you need to revamp your one sheet and you want to easily do it yourself without paying a designer a lot of money, I do design them, but I want to also teach you. Okay. I want to teach you how to do it so it helps save you money, and you can always go back and tweak it as you want to do. And you don't have to pay for the fees to go back and have somebody, tweak it or add a different phone number or whatever. But I break it down into very doable steps every single day. So if you want to join me, go over to Charli Jane, CharliJane.com. Sign up for that challenge. Again, it is September 21 through the 25th. And if you have any questions, send me an email or find me over on Facebook. The email is info@charlijane.com. And again, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you have time, I would love a review. It really helps me out. So you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll chat with you soon. Take care.